Alright lads, welcome to the Circuit of the Americas, the Texas Grand Prix in the US of A, and this is Elliot Splash with my Formula 1 2014 career mode, part 30 now, getting very close to the end of our second season. We're still in the title hunt. I think we're around about 70 points behind, something like that. But yeah, it's about 70 points, and there's, including this race and Brazil and Abu Dhabi where there's double points, I think there is 100 points on card. So yeah, we're just going to try and keep in the title hunt and hopefully take the battle all the way to Abu Dhabi. But we're going to make our way onto the track now, so everyone that is watching, wish me luck for the next 3 races, and let's just hope we can get off to a good start in Texas. So there we are on pole position with Fernando Alonso just behind us and with our teammate qualifying in 22nd place. But here we are waiting for the 5 lights to go out on the grid for the USA Grand Prix. There's 5 lights and away we go, and it looks like we've had quite a decent start. However, Alonso looks like he's had an even better start and he's got the inside line for the next corner. So we're just going to try and take a very wide line to miss all the little mishaps that will happen in that first corner because it tightens up. And it looks like we've got away to around about a second gap between Alonso and I believe it's Rosberg just behind him, with Raikkonen just behind Rosberg. So yeah, we're just going to follow this lap a little bit. And I like some of these cameras, and yes, I know I need to change my helmet. It's always something I forget. But you can see there, we are still around about a second in front of Fernando Alonso. So let's hopefully keep this pace going. I've had the pace all through practice and qualifying, so this shouldn't be any difference. And we're just going to hopefully make a gap because there is 11% chance of rain, which will happen at any point in this race. So yeah, just in lap 1, we've made a second gap, and you can see there it's Alonso and Rosberg just behind us confirmed, and we're just going to have to try and pull out a gap and basically just keep the tyre wear under control. As you can see, Alonso is 8 tenths down with Rosberg, almost 3 tenths down on him. But here we are on lap 8, there was no action in the first 8 laps, and we're coming into the pits there and we hit the pit entry and it sends us a little bit with oversteer, but we control that. So we're just going to come into the pits now, and our tyres are smoking hot there. As you see, Nico Rosberg, I believe, jumping into the pits there, and we exit the pits 3.7 seconds, quite a standard pit stop for this Formula 1 2014 game. And you can see Alonso is behind us with, I believe that is either, it's going to be Hamilton or Rosberg. I'm not too sure which Mercedes teammate that is, but we rejoin in 3rd place behind Raikkonen and another Mercedes car. So we're just going to hopefully come round the next lap and we should go back up into 1st place. Yes, that was Hamilton that was in the pits with us because Rosberg has just gone into the pits now, and it looks like we're going to overtake him just before the first corner. Yes, we are. So we're back into 1st place for the USA Grand Prix at Texas, and it is probably one of my favourite tracks. I like how they've implemented a few corners from different tracks. They've took inspiration from places like Silverstone with these set of corners here. It feels like Maggots and Beckett's, and I just really do like the way that the track flows. But lap 13, we've come through that section and Rosberg had set the fastest lap, but then what's happened there? He's just disappeared off our radar. So we're just going to look at a little replay there, and you can see him pull up. So he's had a malfunction of some sort. I believe it was an engine failure, so that has put him out of the race. So we've got Alonso, who is 11 seconds behind us, and Hamilton, who is another 2.5 seconds back behind him. So it looks like we're going to do quite well in this race. However, I have been informed that Alonso is actually on the prime tyres and we're on the options. So when we go onto the primes, Alonso's going to be on the options and he's going to be chasing us down. But lap 17, it's time to take away these worn option tyres and go onto a set of primes to the end of the race, hopefully. The rain is apparently supposed to hit in the next 10 to 15 minutes, so around about lap 24, 25 is when the rain is going to hit apparently. Hopefully it's not too bad, so then we don't have to come into the pits again for some intermediate tyres. But here we are, another 3.7 second pit stop. Are we going to come out in front of Hamilton? It doesn't look like it. Alonso and Hamilton have gone in front of us, but they've still got to pit. They shall be pitting in the next 2 to 3 laps. And we have joined in third place once more, behind in front of Hulkenberg and behind Hamilton and Alonso. So let's just try and have a good outlap, and then we can overtake them once more once they come into the pits. And we've just got to try and keep them behind us, because I believe Hamilton is also on the prime tyres. So yeah, it's around about a 20-second pit stop here in Circuit of Americas, so it's going to be interesting to see where they come out. I really doubt that they're going to make 10 seconds in 2 laps, but here we go on lap 20, and they have definitely come into the pits, and we are now back into first place, and it looks like we've still got around about a 10-second gap to the cars behind us. So we've just got to, for these 8 laps, we've just got to try and do consistent and hope that Alonso doesn't catch us too much. However, if we skip to lap 24, you'll see that he's cut that 11-second gap down to 5.8 seconds in 4 laps. There is only 4 laps remaining, so if he carries on catching us at this rate, as he sets the fastest lap there with a 1:41, the first person on track to go into the 1:41s. Yeah, but if he carries on at this rate, he's going to be right up behind our gearbox just before, around about lap 27, lap 28, he's going to start closing on us, as the gap is around about 5.5 seconds, with Hamilton 3.5 seconds behind him. So all I've got to worry about is Alonso. On lap 26, he's cut the gap down to 3.4 seconds. So it is getting quite close, but I don't think he's going to catch us in time before the end of the race. It is possible, if I've got to make sure that I don't make a mistake, that's when he will overtake us. So we've just got to try and do a couple of consistent laps. There's only 2 laps left of the race, so we've just got to try and drive consistently and not make any mistakes, and we should win this race. So yeah, the gap is now down to 2.9 seconds with 2 laps remaining, so he's got to catch us at 1.5 seconds a lap, which I doubt he's going to do. So we're just going to come around the last corner and across the finish line to see what this lap was. It was a 1:43.4, and Alonso is still 2 seconds behind us, so he only calls us by a second in that lap. So if we don't make a mistake in this lap, as you can see, the rain has started to drop slightly, but it hasn't caused any problems. But yeah, let's see what the gap is on the last sector of the race, and it's 1.8 seconds, so it looks like we're going to have this race win. It looks like we're going to win it, and we're just going to have to hope that we don't make any mistakes. I'm easing off a little bit now. I'm not pushing fully because I know there is a 1.8 second gap and there is only 2 corners remaining. So come on, let's get ready to taste the champagne for the win in the Texas Grand Prix, the Circuit of Americas. And we come around the last corner, go towards the garage there to the pit crews, and we have won the Circuit of the Americas, the USA Grand Prix. So there we go, 25 points in the bag, and we are keeping our title hopes alive. It is going to take a miracle to win the Drivers' Championship, but if I can keep on winning, that's the best I can do. I can't worry about Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. I've just got to worry about myself. And there is confirmation of me winning the race, with Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton just behind, with Felipe Massa of Williams in 4th, Nico Hulkenberg in 5th, and Kimi Räikkönen in 6th, and running off the top then is Kevin Magnussen, Sebastian Vettel, and Valtteri Bottas. So you can see there that Max Chilton, Kobayashi, and Nico Rosberg have retired, and this is the Drivers' Championship at the moment. We are 56 points behind Lewis Hamilton, who's on 227 points. You got Nico Rosberg, who's on 222, and we are on 221. So we're 56 points behind, and there is 75 points remaining. So it is going to take an absolute miracle to win the Drivers' Championship, but it is possible. We've just got to try and win one race, like Brazil, and then hope that Lewis Hamilton has a failure in Abu Dhabi. Well, that is me finished now. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is F1 2014 part 30. And yeah, next one is going to be Brazil. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to click that like button and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. But this is Elliot Splash signing out. Splash.